right. Well, first of all, I just want to know if you could put into words what college night means to each of y'all.
Oh, boy. There's no way to explain it, really. I think that, and this has been said so many times before, it's almost pointless, but you really can't understand college night until you live one. And I think, honestly, just getting involved and being a part of really either side is the only way you can truly understand what it feels like to play the game. But it's the most intense, crazy, stressful, wonderful, rewarding, horrible, wonderful thing in the world.
Yeah. Very true. And I know for our side in particular, for me, it's like, I mean, I have my family all the time. I have people that no matter win or lose, I can go to them and they'll take care of me. I can take care of them. We're always there to support each other. And it's just lifelong friends that you make. Like even alumni that you meet that come back for the game. Like I've become friends with people that are like 20 years my senior. And it's perfectly normal to be super peppy and excited about this game that happens for like a month out of the year.
Yeah, it's definitely very stressful. That's one thing, and it's crazy like the short amount of time that we have and everything that gets done, from like the athletics to the choreography to the dance numbers, the music, everything. It's crazy, but it's definitely something that, like Logan said, that you can't really put into words until you either see it or experience it firsthand. So.
I think what's most amazing about the game is everyone's gifts are highlighted. If you are artistic or athletic, or you just have a knack for, you know, writing, music, anything, you can be put to use. You get put to work for the gold side or the purple side, and everyone all of a sudden can see your gifts, and it's just a community building experience. I think that that's what really makes this town, and I think that that's what really makes this university, is the community that College Night fosters.
I graduated in 2000. And it's kind of weird because me and a friend were talking about college night the other day, and I said it was unusual for a university to split down the middle like this so much. First of all, most people's homecoming traditions, it's, you know, our school versus their school, but here it's our school versus our school.
Yeah.
And it can be friendly and not friendly at the same time. Have you experienced that?
Yes, I will say I have experienced that, but granted, I'm like Jenna and we're pretty old. So like we came in on the tail end of like when it was apparently really bad.
Really vicious.
Yeah, but I know, and I'm very proud of both sides for this. Ever since like 2007, we've really been pushing like, you know, unity and being polite and kind and courteous to each other, and understanding that these are your peers, these are not your enemies. You know, it's just a game, so you can be upset that one night or maybe even that month of the year, but after that you can just leave it all on the stage and just go about your business and go and be friends with golds and go and be friends with purples. It's I think it's definitely gotten a lot better since in the past.
Yeah, I think so as well, because when I came in, it was still at the bitter rivalry stage. But I definitely think it's gotten better, and that's something that we've stressed to the cast and everybody's participating, is that it's about, like, the game as a whole and not about, you know, I mean, it's not about disliking the other side. It's about your own side and the game as a whole. So, and I feel like we have a good communication with them. So, I mean, we're not bitter or anything, so that's good.
No bloodshed?
Not yet.
Not yet. We're about to hit the thick of it, so we'll see.
How much sleep have y'all got?
What's that?
Ask how many all-nighters we've had. That's a better question.
How many all-nighters have you had?
We've had two or three.
Yeah, about 2 or 3.
So
I was up all night last night.
Yeah.
So this is delirium stage.
Didn't they change the rules on you guys a couple of years ago, and you can't actually rehearse all night?
Well, you can't rehearse all night, but you can go
other
home and write
stuff going on,
choreography and write lyrics, and you know, you're sewing costumes until, you know, the sun comes up. So even though you're not in rehearsal with the cast or the orchestra or the cheerleaders or in the gym with the athletes, you are playing.
Still working.
24/7. Yeah.
Of course, you know, after rehearsals when you have to get all your homework done. So that's another reason to stay up all night.
Yep.
Who's going to win?
Gold side.
Purple side.
It's going to be a GP.
Who's ahead right now?
We don't know yet. Well, we won one volleyball game.
Yeah,
so
we've only had one sport. That was,
we haven't had any points
For going on
distributed to
athletics,
us.
they're winning, but
So yeah,
Okay.
it's a narrow margin, 10 points.
Yeah.
So.
I wanted to see if y'all had a special memory from college night in the past or this year that you wanted to share.
Yeah, I think, well, when we were in here, actually in the SAC for our 2007 game was probably the most memorable. It was the first time we had not been in Palmer in some like 50, 60 years. We had to build our stage. Both sides were down here in the wee hours of the morning, taking parts, bolting them together, hanging curtains. It was really amazing. Like, we were so tired, but it really made me appreciate the game, and I always think back to it. We were just talking about it before we started this. It was intense because you had no idea what was going on, especially being freshmen. We had no clue. And then you get to the game and you're that much more proud about what you've accomplished, because not only did you put a show on stage, but you built the stage. It was so cool. So probably one of my favorites.
And playing off on that memory, we actually, one of the nights we were still building the stage, we all, like, as Purples and Golds, came up with a side of our own, and in the deliriousness, and it just kind of made us go together. And after, like, everything was done, I know a couple of us still, like, held our little triangles up sign. I think it was like something like this.
It was like our pinky.
Yeah. Oh, our pinkies made a triangle.
Yeah, we made triangles.
And
it was weird.
You know, it made no matter, you know, we lost that year, but it made the lose, you know, okay, because we had friends on the other side that helped us build the damn stage. So.
I think for a lot of people, like, your freshman year is always the most memorable thing, because you see all these people put all this hard work into it, and you still kind of aren't sure what the game really is. And you go through this experience with all of these other people around you, supporting you and cheering for you and calling you at 8 in the morning saying, go to class, we'll lose spirit points if you don't go to class. And then finally you get to Saturday night, and that's when it clicks. And I think the moment when it clicks as a freshman is really the thing that sticks with you. I know, looking back on my freshman year, like, looking up to the leaders that year, Zach Banks and Kelsey Scher, I just was in awe of them and so impressed. And, you know, we won that year, and it was a great feeling, and then I think I finally got it. So to me, that's really a memorable thing.
My college night, well, I was introduced to college night when I was younger, like 5th grade, and I had no idea what the heck it was then. It was just something that people were yelling at each other from across Palmer, and then I knew that it was two shows that went on. But as I saw more of them, I realized, like, I guess the uniqueness of it, because it's somewhat like Alabama-Auburn rivalry, like within one school, I guess. But yeah, definitely, I guess over the, like, since I've been participating in it firsthand, it's definitely changed my view of it and made me appreciate it a whole lot more and see everything that goes into it. So I think just the college night as a whole is what I remember or admire, I guess. So.
All right, I think that's it. Thank you so much for coming out and taking time out of your super duper busy schedule to interview for us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's always good to be on campus.